Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor.
What's that? What's that?
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Ugh. Take that!
What's that? Hey, who's there? You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Where could he have vanished to? I'm gonna... I'll slaughter you! Ah! What's the matter? Come on! Oh! Ah!
Hey, who's there?
Who's there? What's that? Oh, dear God. Hey!
Well,
Is that the best you can do?
I never...
The pig.
I'll cut you like a rabbit.
Bring it on.
You'll get one fall.
What's the matter? Come on! Is that the best you can do? You call that combat? I'll slow.
So, we're out. Now it's time for you to keep your part of the bargain.
Don't worry, I keep my word. But I have to go to Ratai and see my father. They took my coin when they captured me.
Fine. We should get out of here as quick.
Well, you'll have to help me. Somehow the massage I got from that big bastard didn't do me a lot of good. I don't suppose you have a horse hidden around here.
Any word about your boy, Radzig?
Nothing yet.
Let's hope he hasn't done anything rash. Wouldn't surprise me, given the balls that he has. Now, I wonder where he might have got those from.
Don't start, Hanush.
I'm sorry, sir. This fellow...
Henry!
Father?
I told you he had balls.
Well, I see that you haven't been idle, and we'll certainly need to have a talk later, but not quite so publicly. It looks like you have plenty to tell us. What happened?
I got a bit tied up at Vranyik. But now I know what they're planning.
What's being planned? And who's planning it? Spit it out, boy!
There's no longer any doubt about it. It's that Hungarian noble you were hosting on the same day Sigismund pillaged Skalitz.
Sir Istvan Toth.
Toth and his people. Everything fits. They're the ones making the counterfeit money and using it to hire mercenaries from all around. He's already got quite an army at Vranyik.
But what the fuck is he after?
I can tell you exactly, and you won't like it.
How's that?
I had quite a long talk with him.
What?
When I was trying to get into his camp, I was taken captive. We had a bit of a chat. Actually, he told me his entire plan.
What?
I suppose he thought he didn't need to keep it secret any longer. I'm not all that surprised.
Why not?
What's that bastard planning?
He's in the service of Sigismund. He wants to destroy King Wenceslas' allies. That means us. He's gathered a very large force. I'm honestly not sure if we can defeat them. And he knows no one will come to our aid now.
That fucking cunt! I'll skin him alive!
How many men has he got?
More than 100, I'd say.
And how secure is their camp?
It's an old abandoned fortress on a hill above Sassau. It's inaccessible from 3 sides, surrounded by a timber palisade.
Bastard! I'll crush that rebel of his!
That's easy to say, old friend. It seems Toth isn't taking any chances.
Together with Divish, we can muster enough men. And we can all see there's no time to waste. That bastard wants a battle. Much better we pick a time and place than he does.
Undoubtedly. We have to take them by surprise. It would be best to attack tomorrow night. We can't get ready any sooner.
That's what I like to hear, Radzig.
Henry, I want you to get yourself fixed up and then go straight to Sir Divish of Talmberg. Tell him to assemble all the able-bodied men he can and bring them to Vranik tomorrow evening. We'll wait for him there.
Yes, sir.
Finally, a chance to show I'm not carrying a sword just for ornament.
What is it, Henry? Is there something else?
The thing is, we have to deal with Zbyszek.
I see. And who is he?
Zbyszek is from Skalitz. He helped me escape captivity and saved my life. I promised him a reward for it.
Indeed. Well, Zbyszek, if you saved my son's life, I'm grateful to you. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this reward.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your generosity.
And under the circumstances, we won't ask how you came to be with that herd of swine at Vranik. So you'd better get out of here quick, before I start thinking about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Goodbye, my lords. Thanks, Henry. God be with you.
Get a good meal inside you and get those wounds tended to. You look wretched. And if you need equipment or armor, tell Bernard. He'll give you what you need.
Yes, my lord.
No more, my lord. I'm your father. I swear, Hal, I plan to tell you. I'm sorry Istvan, of all people, beat me to it. But now we have more urgent matters to deal with. Later we'll have time to talk about it. What do you say?
As you wish, my lord. Father.
Good. Now go to Divish as quickly as you can, son.
Awake already? I hope you've had a good rest after all you've been through. You might need it. We've got work to do tonight, so get up and get going to Talmberg as soon as possible. You need to rouse Sir Divish and his men for the attack. We'll meet this evening at the stronghold and settle up with that sly bastard.
Can I ask? Do you know who those soldiers of Sigismund?
They call them Cumans or Kipchak.
What will become of the Skalitz refugees?
I'd like to know the answer to that myself. I hope that...
Perkstein is a fine castle.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out, and I can...
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. I have to go and see Sir Divish right away.
Listen
Otherwise
up,
they
men.
won't get to Vranik in
It's going
time.
to be a long night, and no easy pickings. I want every last one of you...
Sir, I bring an urgent message from my father. From Sir Radzig and Hanush.
I take it you've heard. What does your father want from me?
I found out who's behind all the unrest in the region, and Father and Hanush have decided to put an end to it all.
What? So who is responsible for all our recent troubles?
You may have met him. Istvan Toth.
No, I haven't met him. But Sir Radzig said he'd been here to visit before the raid. I don't suppose...
He's in the service of King Sigismund, and he's fighting the nobility who support King Wenceslas. They've amassed quite a force at the old stronghold. Father and Hanush have decided to move first and destroy him before he's prepared.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
When? And how?
Tonight. They send word for you to
This is madness.
Maybe it is. But I fear that Radzig and Hanush are right.
Very well, sir.
Will you be coming with us?
Yes, sir.
Well, Divish. I see you don't want to miss the show.
You didn't expect me to leave all the glory to you.
Never. We wouldn't dream of starting without you.
What news? Did you parley with them?
We did.
And what was the outcome?
Not quite what we hoped for. Radzig wanted to go parley with him in person. Fortunately, I talked him out of it.
It seems that this will not be resolved without a battle.
Bloody good thing, too. Finally, we'll have some proper entertainment in the countryside.
Fortunately, my son here showed immense daring and made his way into the lion's den to spy on them.
Tell us what you saw, lad.
What do you want to know, exactly?
Well, let's start with how well fortified they are.
The outer palisade goes right around the whole camp. On a small hill inside it, there's a half-demolished farmhouse that's ringed by another palisade. That's where I was held prisoner, and that's where Toth's based. Him and his inner circle.
Can you tell us how many tents there are and how they're arranged?
There might be 50, maybe 70. Most of them in the right-hand side of the camp.
And the men? How many men strong are they?
Quite a few, at least 80.
Huh. We don't number much more than that ourselves.
We do outnumber them, though, even if only by a few men. And our men are well armed and disciplined. The foe, nothing but a rabble.
From what I've seen, it's best to attack from our direction. How does it look from the other sides?
The east side is all rocks, so no hope of launching a major assault from there. On the other hand, that's the way I escaped. It's where they throw all their waste. The heap's already so high it's almost to the top of the palisade.
Now that is interesting. The ramparts are long. If there are as many of them as we think, they can hardly keep watch over the entire length. Attack with full force at the gate, and they won't have enough men at the rear.
That's an excellent strategy. But then I'd expect no rest from you.
If we cause an enormous uproar at the same time, they won't know what's hit them.
Uproar?
You said they have tents there?
Yes, sir.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, tents usually burn rather well. And we have quite a few archers.
You don't do things by halves, Divish.
So, I believe we have a plan. Robard will take 10 men and sneak to the rear of the fortifications. There's an entry point, but you must remain hidden.
I will do my best, sir.
That shouldn't be too hard. They'll have other things to worry about. The rest of us will launch a frontal assault. Rain burning arrows on them and then attack.
Those bastards won't know which way to turn.
At that point, Robard and his squad will strike from the rear.
I think it's a good plan.
God be with you, my friends.
We'll wipe those whore sons off the face of the earth.
Listen up now. We are about to meet the rabble that have been trying to hurt us. Pillaging, killing, raping, and generally being a thorn in our side for long enough. They may be hiding behind a stockade, but they are still a pack of curs who are no match for men like you. And tonight, we are going to festoon these trees with corpses. First, we will set fire to their little hornet's nest. Then we'll keep them busy by the gate. And when we've made it nice and hot for them, Sir Robard and his men will pounce on them from the rear. And we will hack them to pieces. Have you got it?
Yes, sir!
Good. Now, when we reach the ramparts, the archers will cover the men climbing it and the men with the battering ram. Any of these fuckers foolish enough to stick his head outside the stockade is to lose it at once. Understood?
Yes, sir!
Glad to hear it. Now, let's do it! Forward! Archers, fire!
Throw them in and flush out anyone left around the tents so they don't creep up on us from behind. You men, over there, cover this. The rest of you, warm up and go to the top gate. Go with the men and flush out anyone left around the tents so they don't creep up on us from behind. You men, over there, go with him. The rest of you, warm up and go to the top gate.
Where's that Hungarian bastard? Why isn't he here? Don't tell me no one was in command!
It does rather look that way, Hanush.
Henry, where's Toth? You said he was here.
He definitely was, sir. I've got the cuts and bruises to show for it.
You have to find out where he slithered off to. Look for clues. Anything that will tell us what he's doing.
Sir, this was all I could find.
A letter? What does it say, Radzig?
Alongside hunting, drinking, and swordplay, you might find time for a little study, old man. In the courts of Prague, every Tom, Dick, and Harry can read nowadays.
Yes, well, here in the countryside, we don't give a tinker's curse about such things. That's what I've got a scribe for, anyway. What does the damn thing say?
It appears to be written by Toth, but it doesn't say to whom. It says everything's going according to plan, and the castle should soon be taken.
Castle? What castle? What does he need a castle for?
Sir, we took this one alive. And it seems he's not just some ordinary spear carrier.
Where's that rat Toth? Where did he go? Speak, damn you!
He's thwarted you again, hasn't he?
If you play your cards right, you might come out of this in one piece. Where is your lord? He was here yesterday, wasn't he?
Come now, sir. We both know where I will end up. My lord is gone. He took most of the men and left.
Where has he gone? What is he planning? He writes here about taking some castle. Which castle?
Oh, some nearby castle. Left completely unguarded. No, wonder where it could be.
What are you saying, you horse son?
Talmberg. Did he go to Talmberg?
You'll never get him! You'll never get...
What? We're planning on sending him to some monastery to become a monk? I believe we have some work to do, Sir Divish, do we not? Mount up, gentlemen. We don't have any time to waste.
Halt! Who goes there? Greetings. We were ambushed. We need assistance. We have wounded men here. Open the gate. The Lord be praised.
Here! Come on! Come on!
Lady Stephanie, I really don't think we should...
My lady.
Faster, man! Come on, faster!
My men are gravely wounded. Without treatment, I'm afraid they won't live to see morning.
Hiya! Hiya!
Not to worry. We'll take care of them.
My lady, you have my uttermost gratitude. May God reward you for your kindness.
Every Christian should help his neighbor in his hour of need.
True. Especially now, when treachery and deception surround us on all sides.
Get out of the way!
The devil lurks in the shadows.
Come on!
And one fears taking a guest into his house. Signal the others. Yes, sir.
Oh no. We're too late. Quickly! Follow me!
out, you rat! Come out and fight like a man!
I don't think so. I like it better right here.
Would you rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp?
I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages enough, and strong walls to protect me. Bring him here.
Radzig? What do you want, you viper?
Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die. Fire! Burn it down!
Christ. Are you all right?
I'll live. Whew, but I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding. A good lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzig? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
No. No, that is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanush, if we can save just one hostage.
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
I'll go.
Then let us make ready.
I'd better get ready for the night raid. Some light clothing would be best. Dark colours.
Can you teach me how to
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
All right, but if... Now, babe.
Can you teach me...
Certainly.
I'd like to home...
First, you have to have some.
Well... I'd like to get better.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right. Now.
I'd like to get better at...
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
Wouldn't you rather look...
Well... I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
All right. Now, pick.
I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone...
All right, but it'll... Now, pay close...
I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
Well, I'll...
Good luck, then.
I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here. I don't want you clanking around in place.
Yes, I'm ready.
See you later. If any of you are having second thoughts, this is your last chance to speak. Very well. So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done. We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the Bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their tower or somewhere else?
Then we'll have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
I'll see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
Hey, who's there?
What? We'll go first and take out the sentries.
Well
Wait
done,
here.
Henry.
What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? Why do I bother asking? Be quiet. What's that right? Fuck this place.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it. Buffoon.
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Well, I never.
The alarm's been sounded.
No more fooling around.
Dwarves, get over here!
I'll swallow you.
Over here! Where is it?
I have to admit, we didn't do too well.
True. The shame of it. They drove us back.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
If pigs had wings, Ah.
It seems, Robard, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders, and we can't afford to lose them.
Sir Divish.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Talmberg.
Yes, indeed, sir. I understand that.
You are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but it's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you.
Oh.
Well, Master Tobias, you have much to do and little time. I will not keep you any longer.
Indeed. Of course, sir. Thank you, my lord.
How are the preparations proceeding in the other camps?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. There are still many things that need doing, but I just don't have the time for them.
No, you don't. Henry.
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to help with the preparations in the encampments.
Gladly, sir.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all.
What?
Unless we fuck it up, then Ishmael will be telling the stories, and the joke will be on us.
Good day, Henry.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for? Quiet, for fuck's sake. What are they waiting for? How should I know? Why do I bother asking? Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to do.
Henry will do it.
Buffoon? Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Fuck. The alarm's been sounded.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories
Who are you?
about this for years.
How are you, Henry?
Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
Buffoon?
Fuck!
The alarm's been run.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories.
Hey!
For years. They'll be legends. Unless
Who are you?
fucking up. Then Ishmael will tell stories. You'll be on us.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
Buffoon.
Fuck. The alarm's been run.
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Hey! All of you!
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this.
What's going on?
mother a god?
Unless...
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for? Quiet, for fuck's sake. What are they waiting for? How should I know? Why do I bother asking? Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
Buffoon.
Easy now. We're almost there. Let's not fuck it up at the 11th hour. Patience. He has to move. Jesus. Get a fucking move on, man.
Fuck! The alarm's been
What
fired.
have we got here? Entertainment! Great!
You must be here somewhere.
Hey! You call that? Gather here!
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve a decent... The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't...
I'll try to ask him if I can help.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too...
How are you faring, Sir Robard? Well, at least no one's raised hell.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to smoke the bastard out.
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart too.
What's the easiest way to take back?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy...
Repairing the castle would be...
And time-consuming. No trebuchets wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces...
Do you think Sigismund will?
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will. The whole country will know about it soon enough. Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Rattay. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power.
Is there some way we can get through?
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Ishtvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through.
Stuck up brushwood?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to...
Exactly.
And what about the walls? Which side?
The south and east are solid.
It's best defended from the north.
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But
pity they didn't stay...
Toth was a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him.
Is there anything you can tell me about Talmberg?
The truth is, Talmberg has far too few.
Pity they didn't stay hold...
Toth is a wily fox.
Is there anything else I can help with?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the Chark.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find... Good luck, then.
God bless you.
Sir Robard sent me...
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash... I'll never manage it on my...
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him...
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designs... He even took part in the siege in the...
He was with Sigismund.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad... Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from...
Banished?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer.
What's he doing here in...
They sent him over here to help with building...
And how am I supposed to get him?
Well, only if all else fails.
You're still an engineer.
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? What if we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all? Far more likely would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead of the enemy.
All right.
Thank you, Henry. Good luck then.
I'm honored that a knight such as you...
How are things with you?
I'm worried. I praise the Divish gets the better of...
No, I don't.
May the Lord watch over you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How are things with you?
I wish it was all over and done with.
Don't we all? Let's pray.
I've never been in a siege, but I hear. May the Lord watch over you.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
But of course, he's staying with our local custodian.
May the Lord watch over you.
Henry!
How are the sick and wounded faring?
I know. And you helped the best you could. Good luck then.
I'm at your service, sir.
Farewell.
Oh, come on. God save you. What can I do?
Is this where Conrad Keyser lives?
Indeed. The
World renowned.
If not yet, then soon. Our Master Keyser is...
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really?
I'm a fellow thinker and I'd like to discuss my hypotheses with Master Keyser.
And what ones would those be exactly?
Stronghold construction. I have this new idea for building and a chat with the Master would be very valuable.
That sounds important. Come on in. The Master's inside. Here's the key. God be with you.
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's, but that can't...
I'll try...
Look here, I don't want any trouble. You better talk to...
You really can't come with me right away?
Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on...
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little... And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat he did... Then when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was bad.
They locked you up in...
Not quite. It's a royal castle. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing, although I have lost quite a few of my patrons.
And why are you here?
To be honest, I need...
Money, sir? You don't seem like it.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's what...
Could I not just pay off the master?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction as...
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages.
Yes. What are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all,
I realize that, but Sassar Monastery has always kept... But I might...
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could...
That's a curious...
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here...
How do I get my hands on...
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly. I suggest waiting until evening. He's fond of his styles.
Right. You really can't come...
Damn.
Why can't you live?
That's a lot. And it might... Then when...
And why are you...
To be honest...
Money, sir?
Dear me, no.
Could I help you with...
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I... And my word is my...
What is it you're...
Belli Fortis. A great book of war. Mark my words. One day, our whole world would...
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking of... Who do you work...
My contract is with the abbot him...
Thanks for the chat.
You're most welcome.
I am honored that you should come to...
I need some help from Master Conrad.
Then go and talk to him.
The thing is, he's already agreed.
I can't consent to that. He signed a contract for building the monastery and we pay...
But the conquest of Talmberg is more...
From what I hear, it's awfully important first and foremost for your lord, Sasau. Anyway, I take my orders directly from...
Conrad would only have to leave for a few days. Surely you can...
We might, if he didn't get himself killed there. I've given my answer. No.
Supposing I compensated you for his brief...
What use would coin be to me if the monastery roof collapses? Then I'd...
Thank you for your...
You're welcome.
May God reward you in kind.
Take care now.
Are you sure you won't release Conrad? He won't be gone long?
Not a chance.
Well, anyway, I've heard it said there's not enough money to finish the construction. So, I thought as a lover of architecture, I might contribute...
How the hell do you know that?
That's neither here nor there. The important thing is to let me help you.
How much will you give, damn you?
What about this?
I'd almost shake on that.
Very well then. Keezer can go.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus!
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside.
Please, calm down and tell...
They're after me!
Who? Who?
Sigismund's people have...
Why would they be after...
Because he's never forgiven Mike. What am I to do?
What makes you think someone...
When I was on my way to Sasau, now I've been... And a stray... They're after me, Henry. The Lord...
Take it easy.
I don't know.
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the...
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to...
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an...
Do you know anything about a Master Paykar?
That nobleman that showed up...
Good luck to you.
Do you know anything about...
That nobleman that showed up recently? God be with you.
Yeah.
I'm honored that a knight such as...
Do you know anything about a Master...
Certainly. Oh, they say he's come to do some trading. Farewell.
My respects to you.
Do you know anything about a Master...
Of course. I've played dice with him. Good luck to you.
A meal to go with the ale, please.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Would you be Master Paykar?
I would. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Here.
Henry, of Skalitz.
And what do you want from me, Henry of Skalitz?
To ask why you come to...
An interrogation, then, I see.
And who is it you're doing business...
Here, just as you ordered.
Why don't you ask about my mistresses instead?
Stay away from Master Keys.
Keyser? Conrad Keyser?
So he doesn't need to worry about you.
What?
Right, that'll be everything.
As the master instructs. Been a pleasure. One ale, please.
Back trouble.
One beer. Good day to you.
Well, Master Painter.
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for it now.
Well, Master...
Yes, unfortunate.
Why not?
May the Lord watch over you. I'll have a beer.
What the?
One beer.
God grant you help. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
My respects to you.
Don't you find it dull here?
It's hell on earth. I wish we could go back to Bethlehem.
Goodbye.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an assassination attempt.
Assassination? What are you on about?
You told me to my face you were here purely for business, that Master Keezer had no reason to fear you, and then I catch you sneaking up to his door.
Keezer? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg, and I've come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with...
All right. I suppose I'll have to take your word for it. But Conrad is scared half to death, and I need him in his right...
Very well. That does sound like...
An assassin after all this time. Well, did you
I did.
And?
You needn't fear. I kept watch the whole night, and a few folk passed by, but nobody dangerous.
What about Pekar? Are you saying?
None. He's just doing...
Well...
Come to Talmberg. You'll be...
Yes. Thank you, Henry. A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roketa to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roketa? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roketa are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roketa, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Greetings.
I came to an...
He's already here. That I guarantee.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. Fine work. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk.
Thank you.
What was that? Take care.
What have we got here?
Jesus!
Entertainment.
Oh,
Great.
an enemy!
Raise the alarm! Watch out!
To arms! Get over here!
Going to try.
Watch out! Oh. Alarm!
I'll send you straight.
That's the end of you. Raise the alarm! Watch out! Alarm! Raise the alarm!
Are you alright?
All right.
But...
It was Pekar! He's lying right there. And you let him go. You told me to my face that I had nothing to fear. Keep out of my sight, you hear? I'm a...
Are you alright?
All right.
But...
It was Pekar. And you keep out of my sight.
job.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
How are we doing with the food?
Who wants to know? One of their lordship.
No, I just wondered if there was...
Oh, I see. The lordling is wondering if we're in urgent need of anything. Well. To tell the truth.
Yes, I've heard something.
I'll say. Every other man's...
Fine, I'll keep... I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here. What's going on? You said you were bringing meat.
Do we have any beer?
Christ, I wish... Don't... And the lad. May the Lord watch over you.